The day I finally achieved everything I thought I wanted was the day I lost the one person I thought I couldn't live without. Hey guys, welcome to the very first episode of Let's Talk Real Men. This isn't gonna be one of those polished, everything's perfect shows. Nah, this is where we strip it down, where we talk about the stuff that most men keep locked up, deep inside, because we're scared of how it might look if we admit it. And today, I'm starting with one of my own, because if I'm going to ask you to be real, I've got to be real too. You know that feeling when you've been chasing something for years, and then finally, you catch it? That was me. I had been grinding for almost 8 years in my career. Early mornings before the sun was up. Late nights when the city outside my window was dead quiet. My phone would light up with messages from her. You still at the office? Don't forget dinner at Mom's. It's our anniversary tomorrow, right? And I'd respond with the same line over and over. I'll make it up to you, babe. But here's the thing. I never really did. Sure, I bought flowers. I planned the occasional weekend away. But the truth? My mind was always somewhere else. In the next meeting, the next deadline, the next chance to prove I was worth something. Then, one morning, my boss calls me into his office. I'm thinking, great, another last-minute fire to put out, but he's smiling, and he says, close the door. Now, you've got to understand, in my company, when the boss says close the door with a smile, that's either very good news or you're fired. This time, it was good news. Promotion, bigger title, more money, more respect. Everything I thought would make me feel like a real man. And I felt it. The rush, the validation, the finally. I couldn't wait to get home and tell her. I'm picturing her face lighting up. Maybe she'd scream. Maybe she'd cry happy tears. We'd open a bottle of wine. We'd toast to everything we'd been working toward. I walk in that evening, chest puffed out just a little. The living room's quiet. She's sitting on the couch, hands folded in her lap. I say, babe, I did it. I got the promotion. And I wait. She looks at me, and I'll never forget the words that came next. I can't do this anymore.
You know when a sound just doesn't fit the moment? That was it.
Yes, it was. Her words felt like they didn't belong in the same space as my news. We sat there for a long time. Well, she talked. I just sat there, nodding, hearing pieces of her voice drift in and out like they were underwater. She said she felt unseen, that even when I was home, my mind wasn't, that she tried to tell me before, but I didn't listen. And in that moment, I realized she was right.
Have you ever had someone tell you they felt alone, even though you were right there? How did that hit you?
It hit me hard. She said, I'm proud of you, but I can't be proud with you because I don't even know the man I'm supposed to be celebrating. Ouch. That cut deeper than I expected. Here's the thing. Men are taught that providing is everything. Bring home the check, keep the lights on, give her a better life.
But nobody tells you that providing means nothing if the person you love feels like they're living without you in it.
Yeah. We're told to climb, to hustle, to make sacrifices. But no one warns you that sometimes the thing you sacrifice is the very relationship you think you're working for.
Why do you think so many men equate success with absence from home? Is it culture? Is it ego? Or is it just survival mode?
I'll tackle this in my aftermath. So, this is what happened. She left that night. It wasn't dramatic. No screaming, no slammed doors. She had a small bag packed already, which told me she'd been planning this for a while. And as I watched her walk out, I had this weird mix of feelings. Panic and numbness.
It's strange. You think you'll fight for someone in that moment, but sometimes you're just so shocked you can't even move.
Yeah. For weeks after, I buried myself in work. If I was already losing the most important person in my life, I figured I might as well win at something. But you can guess where that got me. Empty apartment, big paycheck, no one to come home to. Looking back now, I realize that success without someone to share it with feels a lot like failure. And guys, if you're listening right now thinking, man, I'm working my tail off for my family, good. Work hard, provide, build, but also show up. Not just physically, emotionally, mentally, fully.
If you could go back and change one thing about how you balanced your ambition in your relationship, what would it be?
Don't win the world and lose your person in the process. Because trust me, the trophies, the titles, the money, they don't hold you at night. They don't text you, I miss you. They don't laugh with you in the kitchen over burnt pancakes on Sunday morning. People do. And if you're lucky enough to have that person now, don't wait for the day they say, I can't do this anymore.
Thanks for listening to episode 1 of Let's Talk Real Men. If this story hit you in the gut, share it with a friend who might need to hear it. And if you've got your own story of a moment you thought you were winning, but realized you were losing something far more important, I want to hear it. Send me a message or drop a comment. Because on this show, your story matters.
Subscribe and let's meet in the next episode.